Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Rockman Mosby coming to you live. And in this channel, we share information with you that if you apply, you can possibly change your life. If you apply it, definitely you'll change your life. Just simple strategies over time. And what you can start off by doing is hitting the like button, because that helps us out. Hit the subscribe button, because we share a lot of information on these channels, valuable information. And YouTube show it the more you like and subscribe. So we're going to jump straight into it. And the recent videos, we've been talking a lot about making something become a part of you. What do we mean when we say that? Well, what we mean is that make it a part of who you are, your everyday life. Just a part of, like you say, this person is a nice person. If you want to become a business person, make being a business person become a part of you. And that's just who you are. It's just in everything that you are. And it takes time for that. You can't just watch one video and then all of a sudden be changed. It takes time. And becoming something different is what you will have to do to come to go to the next level. A lot of times we want to get stuff right away. We want stuff right now. We want to watch a couple of videos. We want to read a book maybe, and then we want the result to happen right now. Well, everything is a process. It's a process, and then that's why we always say we want to make the thing become a part of you. So I'm gonna give you the one thing that you can do every day to make something become a part of your life, to where once you have it be part of, once you make one thing become a part of you, then you move to the next thing. Then once you make that next thing a part of who you are, then you move on to something else. And then you keep doing it over and over and over again with new things. And then you may look up a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and then you're a totally different person, right? And you're a different person for the better. So I just want to jump straight into it. And how do you do that? Like, how do you make something become a part of you? Well, it's this concept called constant spaced repetition. And I like to call that just repetition. We learn by repetition. You do stuff by repeating it over and over and over and over and over and over again. That's how the programming that we have that got us to where we are right now, up to this point, that's how we were programmed. We learned the same thing over and over and over. Just think about how we learned to speak. Your parents said it to you over and over and over and over and over, and then it just became a part of us. So we don't even have to think about speaking because it's a part of us. It's the same thing with whatever that you're trying to create. So there's a lot of videos of how-tos, how to do this, how to do that. But we want to make this stuff a part of us, and how we do that is do it every day. It's not some mysterious strategy. I know we're looking for some secret or some mysterious strategy that's going to get us to the top real fast. It doesn't work like that. What if you can look within and see that it's a basic skill that you can work on? I was reading this book, and there's something that stood out to me. I'm gonna go right to it. Let me get the page. And it was powerful, because it said, it is rarely a mysterious technique that drives us to the top, but rather a profound mastery of what may well be a basic skill set. So if we can just master the basics, master what's the basic skills for whatever that you do. Look at what you do and what are the basics. Master that. Well, how do you master it? Do it every day. Repetition, right? And we want to do it the best way we can. So we're always learning, and we want to do it repetitiously. So what do we mean by repetition? I'm going to tell you exactly. When I want to do something and when I want to make something become a part of me, I listen to it every day. Let's say, for example, this video. If you want something to become a part of you, like we have a test. One of the tests, for example, in the video that we did a while back was to treat everyone as if they're the nicest person, as if they're the most important person in the world. And we gave the reasons why. First, you ought to treat them like they're the most important person in the world. Second, people want to feel important. People want to feel needed. People want to feel important and special. So you want to make people feel special. So that's two of the reasons why you want to treat everybody like they should be, like they're the most important person in the world. And third, everybody to themselves are the most important person in the world. They are the most important person in the world. So you want to treat them like that. Now, watching that video one time, that's not going to do it. You're not going to watch that video. Maybe you'll watch it one time, and then you will go out and maybe you'll treat everybody like they're the most important person in the world for that day. And then maybe it's another day, the next day you may go out and you're happy and excited, and then you treat the people like they're the most important person in the world for maybe a week. But naturally, that stuff tends to fade. And then you look up a month from now, and you're like, man, I remember that video I watched. It said, treat everybody like the most important person. Or maybe you got into a fight or something, or argument, or maybe something rubbed you the wrong way, or someone. And then you realize, dang, I hadn't been treating everybody like the most important person. Let me watch that video again. Then you repeat the same process over. Then a few months later, you say, nah, maybe I need to watch that video. Or maybe a year later, a year from now, you may say, you know what? It was a video that I watched that was saying, treat everybody like they're the most important person. Well, maybe it's another person that watched the video, and then to make it a part of you, you do it over and over and over and over. You watch the video every day. Maybe you set up some reminders of the phrase, treat everybody like they're the most important person in the world, and then put it on your mirror. Make an affirmation. An affirmation is something that you repeat to yourself, that the conscious mind can hear, but it also penetrates to your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is your automatic mind. Once something goes to your subconscious mind, it's automatic. You do it without thinking. It becomes a habit. If it becomes a habit, it becomes a part of you. If it becomes a part of you, now is a part of the actions that you take, which will give you the results. So that's powerful. So you want to do the things like that to become a part of you. Now, what I mean, watch this video every day. If you want to become a more attractive person, for example, and you want to do the test of treating everybody as if they're the most important person in the world, all right, guess what? Your life will get better. Everybody around you will start to treat you better. You will start to have more opportunities. Everything in your life will just start to get better because you're treating most people like the most important person in the world. But you have to do it every day. So we say, all right, I'm gonna do this every single day. Let's say for 30 days. I would say do it for 90 days. Do it for 180 days. Do it until it becomes a part of you. Now that differs, that varies from person to person. I got sent a text message today that said it varies. It was saying it varies to the degree of the type of person you are. What if you're already a really nice person, and well, let's say we're all a nice person, but we don't treat people as if they're the most important person in the world. But maybe some people treat people very, very nice, and people already feel like they treat them very important. Maybe it doesn't take them as long as a person who may be more of an introvert and really doesn't speak to people as much. So then you can you can see the difference between the two. So this is the test right here. Whatever it is, I was just using the treat me as the most important person in the world as more of a example. But if you want to do that, start on that. But this is the key. You want to do it every single day. How do you do it every day? You watch a video like this every day. Watch this video every day to remind you, whatever it is, I'm going to treat a person like they're the most important person in the world. And I'm going to do this every single day until it becomes a part of me. So that's the step one, right? Step two is take a phrase. I always like to start my phrases. So I'm so happy and grateful now that I treat every person that I come in contact with as the most important person in the world. I will write that phrase down, stick it in places where I know I'm a frequent, like the bathroom. I stick it on the bathroom mirror. I'm gonna see that every day. And when I do it, I'm gonna repeat it aloud every day, 5 times, 12 times, 10 times, as much as I can to make it a part of me as a reminder. And I know whenever I say, I'm speaking to my subconscious mind, and my subconscious mind hear it. Like even if you play with yourself and say, man, I'm stupid. You don't want to ever tell yourself nothing like that, because your subconscious mind hear that. And you may say that, but guess what? Your subconscious mind gonna say, oh, you stupid? All right, and then you'll start to do things that lines up with what you just said, right? So you always want to tell yourself good things, positive things about yourself, the great attributes of yourself, right? All of the positive things. That's what you want to feed your mind. That's what you want to share with yourself and other people. Because if you tell somebody else you're stupid, your subconscious mind hears that as well and says, all right, you're stupid. And then you start to do the things as well. So even though you may be talking to someone else, your mind hears it. And then your mind doesn't know who you're talking to. It doesn't, consciously but your subconscious listens and says, oh, okay, your wish is my command. And it just starts doing it. You're stupid. And then that's what happens. So you want to basically say your affirmations of whatever it is that you want. If it's $1 million, is to become a business person, then you do that. I'm so happy and grateful now that another one, somebody want more money and into their life. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. You may say that every day. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. That's just something every day that a person say. And you don't just say it one time, all the time. You make it become a part of you. Write a statement. So you say it every day. You write the statement, put the statement to where you can see it, someplace where you can see it, someplace where you will see it every day. Maybe it's on your steering wheel, maybe of your car, maybe wherever it is that you're going to be. Frequently, you put the statement. And you may even have to switch it around, because sometimes you put somewhere and after a while you start to not see it. And that's the case, switch it to somewhere else another week. One week, put it somewhere else. But always keep it to where you can always say it. And then you will start to see people say, man, this guy, whatever it is, a nice person. If you doing the first one, they say you're a nice person. Or if you want to become a business person, then you'll start to attract business people in your life. And then next thing you know, you'll look up and then you are the business person that you wanted to be. Or you are making the type of money that you wanted to make. Or you are treating people as if they were the most important people in the world. So in turn, everybody is treating you as if you're the most important person in the world. But you do it every single day. So when do you stop? How many days do you do it? All right, do it today, then do it tomorrow, then do it the day after, and then keep doing it until it becomes a part of you. How do you know when it becomes a part of you? That's a good question. You will know by the results. We can always measure ourselves by the results that we get. If you want to make more money, how could you gauge yourself on how successful you are? Well, look at the money that you're generating. That's how you can gauge yourself, right? Look at the relationships. Look at the people in your life. Maybe you were getting into disputes. Are you still getting into disputes with people? Or how are people treating you as opposed to how they start treating you before? So we do these things, and over time, we get better. It's not any secret sauce. That's maybe something to get you to click on their message, and then you can read their message, but it's no secret sauce. You can talk to any successful person. The secret sauce, if there is a secret sauce, is in repetition. It's in mastering the things that needs to be mastered. But there's so many different things that you just master what you can. Master the most important. And then you move to the next thing. And master that, then you move to the next thing. Then let's just say you master 3 things. You can just master one thing, and that can put your life in a direction of where you can never go back. It'll change. Everything in your life will change. I know this. I know it for a fact. I know it because myself, I experienced it. And I've seen countless other people experience the same thing in front of me, right before my eyes. Right when I wasn't doing the thing, I seen people do the thing that I needed to do, and then I seen how their life changed. So many times where I said, you know what, I got to make sure that I'm doing the things that I need to do to get me to where I want to be. So with that, if you need to write this down, listen, do it every day for 90 days. That's the one thing. Write you a statement of affirmation and repeat it to yourself as much as possible. 3, put it on your mirror. Put it somewhere, the statement where you can see it as well. So that's it. And do it every day. Watch this video every day to remind you. And with that, if you do that, you'll put another secret, so to speak, into your business tools. So you'll make that a part of you. And then you can never, once you get this consciousness, you can never go back. You know how to create and learn. You can teach yourself anything. It's just repetition. That's all it is. So with that, if you like the video, hit subscribe, hit the like button because it helps us out, and we'll see you on the next video.
I hope that you enjoyed this video. We put a lot of great information up, which causes everything in your life to get better. If you would like for us to notify you whenever we put up a new video, hit subscribe, then turn on notifications. Check out all of our videos, and we will notify you when we put another one up.